Yeah, a neighbor's choice. And I'm your neighbor, your host, David Gornosky. So glad to be with you all back again for our prime time, drive time radio show. We're looking at the news with a different perspective, a perspective that's into the future. Something that is a new, fresh breath of fresh air for folks who are tired of the toxic groupthink that surrounds our discourse in the news today. This is what we have on tap for you. We have the news where we can look at it with positive solutions. Everybody else would tell you that you need to stay in fear, and the only thing you can hope for is just to vote for the right person and they'll save you. We don't believe in that on this show. We believe that actually, no, we got more to look forward to. We have a bigger picture. We have a bigger picture in mind on this show. And it's okay to, if you want to, have a hobby of being drawn into politics. It's okay to see it as a pastime, but we can't put our faith in politics. We need to educate ourselves. I'd like everybody listening now to, if you haven't, go to aneighborschoice.com and look up Things Hidden 13, which is our new podcast on our Things Hidden podcast series. Things Hidden is a companion piece, a companion program to this program, A Neighbor's Choice. A Neighbor's Choice looks at the news, looks at the day-to-day headlines, and unpacks world events in a broadcast style, whereas the Things Hidden podcast looks at things from a bigger picture. We're looking at things from an anthropological angle. We do this on the radio show, but we do a deeper dive on the podcast. And so I encourage you all to look into our new episode with Tom Holland, who is an acclaimed historian, author of the new book Dominion, which looks at how Christianity has impacted our world, our Western world, our globalist world. I think it should be required reading for people who want to understand the news today, or want to understand why people do the things they do. Why does political correctness look the way it does? Why do people have to pretend to be victims in order to have social status over others? And at the same time, why are we fascinated with real victims? And why is it sacred? You have to understand how Christianity shaped our institutions, our sense of culture, our storytelling. It's been said a lot, but it's extremely important to know that human beings are storytelling creatures. We are storytelling creatures primarily. And that storytelling tendency is crucial for us. And that story shapes the stories that we tell for thousands of years. Imagination. Those stories are built into our news, built into our ideologies, built into our processing of world events. So if you want to know why the world is the way it is, then you have to look into the biggest story of them all, the story of Jesus, and how it shaped our imaginations today. We'll unpack this and more live on A Neighbor's Choice. I'm David Gronowski. Hold tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
A lawsuit is not something that anyone looks forward to. It can be devastating. There is a law firm in Tampa Bay that will keep you informed throughout the entire process.